Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? If I've got white on me, I've been painting the kitchen today. That's how I spent my bank holiday weekend, so apologies if you see like white paint all over my nails and knuckles and stuff. Anyway, hey, how are you? Well, I hope. A little bit late, but better than never. Let's predict the second semi-finals after a very interesting group of matches in the Champions League, Europa League and Conference League in this ASMR football or soccer for some of you video. To clarify, today we're going to be looking at the results from the first semi-finals of those three competitions. And then we're going to be predicting the second round that is going to take place this week. And then I'm going to look at the tables and see if Nico is still top or not. I'm definitely not, but I did have a good week actually. 13 points, which is it's okay. For me, it's okay. Obviously, it's only 2 matches as well, so the few points available. I wonder what is the maximum number available. Someone tell me in the comment section. And do be sure to give me your predictions in the comment section as well. I know some of you like to. I like it when, you take part, and I like to see how I've done based on your opinions as well. Okay. So, I predicted a 1-1 draw between Bayern and Real Madrid in the Bayer Arena. No, that's not the name of it. The Bayer Arena is Leverkusen's ground. You know what I mean. The Allianz Arena, obviously. I didn't just pause the video and check that while a plane was flying over or anything. Okay, so it was actually 2-2. Great game. I predicted Bayern would score first and no, did I? And then, why would that make sense? Bellingham doesn't play for Bayern. Anyway, I played my booster and it was a draw, so I got 8 points. Yeah, what is the second one? Does it say? Anyway, so the first scorer or man of the match. Anyway, okay, next one, Dortmund against Paris Saint-Germain. I actually predicted a win for the home team. I said Dortmund did well against them in the group stages, and they're actually doing really, really well in European competition this year, so I thought they would get a win. 2-1. It was actually a 1-0 win, so a really, really impressive result. Truth be told, it could have been any number of goals scored by both teams, particularly Paris Saint-Germain. It's a little bit weird how they didn't score at all. So yeah, I said Dortmund would score first, and I said it would be Brandt, but it wasn't. So yeah, 2-1 was my prediction. I got 5 points for getting Dortmund as a winner. Okay, so tell me who your dream final would be at this point. I think for me, it would be Bayern against Dortmund, and this time, revenge for Dortmund, and they win. Is it in London again this year? That would be so creepy if, because the last time I was in London, I was in London that day when Bayern took on Dortmund and Bayern won. Someone remind me, is the final in Dortmund? Let me have a quick look, hang on. Yeah, I've just gone onto FotMob, the app, and I've gone on Champions League finals, either those 4 teams, and it says in Wembley. That would be so creepy if it was the same 2 teams again. However many years ago? 8 years ago, I think it was, wasn't it? That would be such a weird coincidence, wouldn't it? Anyway, that's mine. Let me know what your ideal final is. Okay, let's predict. So, I think 17% of predictions also suggest they can, in which case I think, well, I know that'll be enough to get them through. Player of the match, I could be boring and say Mbappe, I suppose. I saw his brother on there, but I didn't see him. Where is he? I was in midfielders for some reason. Okay. Do I play my booster though? Yeah, I think I will. So I'm saying Paris Saint-Germain 1, Borussia Dortmund 1, and Dortmund go through. Okay, next up, Real Madrid against Bayern. I think, although I said Bayern to get to the final, to lose to Dortmund, it's very difficult. You can't sort of... Could they get a 1-all as well? The most likely to win, 32% people say that Real is going to win 2-1. I think that's good. Am I going to be controversial and say 1-all? Yeah, player of the match, not first to score. Okay, first team to score. Maybe Bayern. Player of the match, probably going to be Vinny. I'm not sure about that one. I'll be honest, it's probably not going to happen. I think Real would win. Well, in this scenario, it would go to penalties anyway, so, you know, I'm just saying that after extra time, it'll be 1-all. What happens on penalties happens on penalties. Okay, so I'm predicting still, I think Real Madrid are the most likely to go through. But I still would quite like an all-German affair in London, the same as we had it all those years ago. Was it 8 years ago? So yeah, that would be really fun. Let me know what you think. And now we'll take a look at the next one, which is the Europa League, and then lastly the Conference League. Don't forget to give this video a like if you're enjoying it. Okay, so some of you probably know this by now. Apart from being a Swansea City fan, because I'm from Swansea, I really like Roma amongst some other teams, and it was not a good result for them. It wasn't a good performance either, really. It was always going to be really difficult to get Leverkusen, but we're doing a bit of a Spurs at the moment, or a classic Arsenal, and we're unravelling right at the end of the season when it comes to crunch time. We are now down in 6th in the league, which is outside of the top 5 places needed for Champions League football. And it looks like we're not going to win this in order to win the place in the Champions League either for next year. I didn't think we would actually win outright. I said Leverkusen, I think Leverkusen are the team to beat for the whole competition. I think probably Atalanta have a pretty good chance of doing it at the minute, the form they're in. But Roma are looking absolutely exhausted, and I said 1-all, but it was 2-0 to Leverkusen. The second goal was an absolute worldie, sensational, and then it got a bit scrappy. So yeah, Dybala just couldn't get on the ball, and Leverkusen were excellent, to be honest. On the counter-attack they were terrifying. So yeah, that was, I played my booster and I got 0 points, so I lost everything. However, I predicted 1-all in the Stade Vélodrome for Marseille to draw 1-all with Atalanta, and that's exactly what happened. I didn't get either of these correct. If I'd played my booster though, I would have obviously got 12 points. So that's silly old me. But yeah, so that was the so Gianluca Scamacca was the first to score, and that's why I didn't get any points there. Okay, extra points for predicting a scoreline that less than 10% of players predicted. again. He's scoring so much. Was the first to score, and I did not predict that. Cool, okay, second leg then. Oh my gosh, I hope it's not horrible. I hope it's not like 3-4-0. Maybe we can try and keep it tight. My heart says Roma can actually do it. We've got the players to do it. Dybala's amazing, although he got taken off at half-time against Juve on the weekend, so I'm not sure if he's injured or not. But what I'd like to see is, we get an early goal, and then, if we can hang on and get a late goal, then we go to extra time and anything can happen. I really don't think that's what's going to happen, though. I think it could be another 2-0. First team to score, obviously Leverkusen, and the first player to score, let's do Wirtz. Oh, actually no, I think he's a wing back, isn't he? What's his name again? Frimpong, what a player. And Atalanta Marseille, I think Atalanta will get through. It won't be a walk in the park, but I think 2-1. Atalanta to score. I think Scamacca is having a good run at the minute, so I'm going to predict him. And I think I'll play my booster because Atalanta are a good shout at the minute. So again, let me know in the comment what you think is going to happen. And now we're going to look at the predictor for the Conference League. And if you didn't know, I get some comments. These are just the official apps from the Champions League on the App Store. And then there's a combined Europa League, Conference League app as well. And I'm just using the official apps for these. Okay, I thought Club Brugge did really well. Fiorentina won. Oh, hang on. So I predicted Fiorentina to win 2-1. And it was 3-2 overall, so I got that right. Fiorentina did score first, but Nico Gonzalez did not score first. It was Ricardo Sotil. And then, I did not see this coming. Who did? Did you? One of you who's an Olympiacos fan left a comment on the previous video, and they said, yeah, I agree with what you said. It is definitely heavily stacked in Aston Villa's favour, but I believe in our team, I believe that we can do it. And then I saw they were 2-0 up. And then by the beginning of the second half, Aston Villa by then had got 2 goals back. It was 2-2. I thought, oh, okay. It was crazy being 2-0 down at home, but they've got it back. It'll be like 3-2, 4-2 something to Aston Villa. Not to Olympiacos, 4-2. It was, I've watched the highlights. Brilliant on the counter-attack. Don't know what Aston Villa's defence were trying to do, particularly trying to do offsides and whatnot. The runners from Olympiacos were just superb. So well done to them. And I said Watkins to be the player of the match, or score first, I suppose. Aston Villa, and it obviously wasn't. It was Ayoub El-Kabi, who technically scored 4, but I think he had 1. Oh no, he's definitely scored a hat-trick. Yeah, one was VAR to be a goal when it was disallowed by the referee. So yeah, I played my booster as well, so totally messed that up. Okay, so let's predict. I do think Club Brugge will put up a fight, but Fiorentina just love this competition, don't they? I think it'll be 1-1, and 35% of people agree with that. I think Fiorentina might be the first to score. Belotti's got off the started scoring, but I think Kawame, if he plays, will probably be the deciding factor between the two teams. And he was the one that scored the late goal, I think, wasn't it, in the previous leg? So I think, unfortunately, I'd love to see Club Brugge. I'd love to see a club from Belgium, Netherlands, someone like that, get into the final of the competition. But I think Fiorentina are going to make it their second final in a row in the Conference League. I'm going to have to play my booster on that one because this one is so unpredictable. I think Aston Villa will win away from home, but I just don't see them getting the goals back. So I think it'll be 2-1. 28% of people agree with me on that. And I think first to score, Aston Villa, maybe they'll get an early goal, and then people will be thinking, oh, you know, they get back into it, and then Olympiacos will hang on. So I think 2-1 to Aston Villa by Olympiacos to get through to the final, and that will be a fantastic moment for them. Beating, essentially, a Champions League team for next year, I think is almost certain, and the favourites in the competition. So that's lovely. I love this competition. It gives opportunities to lesser nations, so outside the top four, to get into the final and potentially win it in the future. I think at the minute, though, with who we had win it so far, we've had Roma and West Ham. So still teams from the big four, Germany, Spain, Italy, England, are getting into the final and winning it, but I think it gives the opportunity to other teams to have a bit of a run, which is nice. Okay, let me know again what you think. If you enjoyed the video, click that like button for me, drop me a comment, tell me who you think is going to be the final, tell me if you think my judgment is terrible or spot on or whatever, and I love reading the comments, and I respond to every single one, so I look forward to reading them. And if you love what I do regularly and you've already clicked subscribe, why don't you consider joining me on Patreon like a couple of other people have done in the last month, and you get the opportunity to get to know me a bit better and have direct message access to me, and we can have a chat. There's also exclusive videos for my Maps channel on there, which never go onto the public channel once a month. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and take care. See you soon. Sleep well, and bye-bye.